I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Is the Jechonias of Matthew chapter 1 verse 11 the same as Jeconiah of 1 Chronicles 3:16, Coniah of Jeremiah 22:24 through 30, and King Jehoiachin of 2 Kings 25:27 through 30? I know Jehoiachin was an evil king, but did God curse him because he was evil, because he was a traitor? Okay, I know that's a lot of passages, okay? Jeconiah and Jehoiachin are two different guys, but to whomever submitted the question, you had the first three references absolutely right. The Coniah or the Jeconiah of Matthew chapter 1 is the same as 1 Chronicles and Jeremiah chapter 22. Why is he so important? Different than Jehoiachin, who did, yes, rebel against God. Jeconiah, according to Jeremiah, was so evil, the Lord pronounces that no longer will his descendants, this is important, sit on the throne of David. What is that saying? That means that none of his descendants are qualified, meaning what we know today in hindsight, and looking back through the prophetic word, what we know is the virgin birth. And by the way, I could argue Genesis 3:15 when it said the seed of the woman would crush the head of the serpent, because we know today in basic biology it's the seed of a man, not a woman. I would argue the virgin birth was prophesied from Genesis. I think Jeremiah solidified it when it said that the kings had gotten so evil, no longer would a king of his descendants sit on the throne. That necessitates what you and I know as a, quote, virgin birth. So yes, Jehoiachin was evil, as many kings were, and he was punished and suffered retribution. But Jeconiah is in a class of his own. Now, what's fascinating, per the question, is he's in the genealogy of Jesus in Matthew chapter 1. And I think that just solidifies the virgin birth, that here was a man that was cursed of his descendants, mentioned in the lineage, because obviously Jesus, tribe of Judah, all the way back to the Abrahamic covenant. It just, to me, solidifies what you and I know as the virgin birth. Great question. If you have one, send to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question be tomorrow's. Thank you so much for being a part of our daily question here at the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. I want to encourage you on a few things. Number one, if you have a question to ask, submit it to AskJeff.net. Eventually, we'll get around to your question. Secondly, we'd encourage you to subscribe. That way, each and every day, Monday through Friday, you get a reminder of our question of the day. And last but not least, I want to remind you that on Wednesday evenings, live at First Baptist Church of Opelika, fbcopelika.com, we do a solid hour of Ask Jeff where we dig into the questions more than just 60 or 90 seconds. Sometimes we take the entire hour. All that being said, AskJeff.net is where you submit a question to this channel each and every day, Monday through Friday.